Okay, it's starting. Let's see. Okay, it seems we are live, but it says that the video is private on YouTube for some reason. Okay, now it's okay. Okay, it was just YouTube buffering. Okay, welcome everyone to the Security Working Group meeting, 28th of March 2024. So this is the last meeting of March. So please add yourself in the agenda. I will link it in the chat. Okay. And yeah, I think we can start. So let's start from announcements. There will be a security release next week. It's planned for the 4th of April. Me and Rafael are currently working on the release.
That's great. Thanks for working on that.
Anything else? If you have any other announcement. Okay, then we can go to our regular agenda. I was also okay. Okay, we can start from vulnerability review. Michael.
Yeah, I just made a few comments there. Like the jobs had been failing, so I tweaked them to run at a different time. They were like scheduled for midnight, and they seemed to be timing out or whatever. So I moved them to some other time. I can't remember what time, but they seem to have been running since then, which is great. And the other thing I did tweak, which I'll mention, is I tweaked it to ignore closed issues, so that if we accidentally close one, which I did, like we closed a few, we said, hey, we think these are resolved. It'll actually open new issues. So that happened. I closed the new ones and reopened the old ones, so we had the history. But like now, if we close them, we'll find out that, hey, we shouldn't have closed this one. But good news is it seems to be working again, and there's really only one that it's reporting, which we knew about, and so that's great.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. All right, then we have on our agenda OpenSSF scorecard monitor review. I think there was some issues or some update on it from Ulysses. Let me check. So under the issue, I will link it in the chat. There was some comments. So it seems that there is some issues on Undici. So it says that the scorecard analysis failed to collect branch protection data, and so that's why the scoring has changed. It has changed. Let's see the PRs. I will link it in the chat. PR 1267. We have let's see. I think everything is like I don't see any major change except the one that Ulysses mentioned because of the failure. So I don't think
guess
there
he
is
mentioned
anything.
something on Indici. Is there? Said the only actionable thing
PR in the day
was on Indici. See, okay, so he's got a. I'm just trying to see if I can understand what it was that.
Yeah, same.
it's an issue on token permission on one of the workflow.
Okay, right. So some token must have been added or something like that.
Yeah, maybe they updated the permissions, like it was read or maybe something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So,
I think we can merge the PR if you want to approve it.
yeah.
Uh,
But should we somehow tell the, like, talk to the Indici team or?
um, do we want to open an issue on Undici to mention the?
Yeah, I think that would make
Oh,
sense.
okay. Like because I don't know if this was something that was like temporary, just happened once for some reason, or it's like an actual failure. So I'm not
Right.
sure whether to just like see if it happens again and then like take action, or we can just take action anyways.
I guess just giving a heads up that it reported that doesn't seem like a bad thing. They might say, oh, we didn't
Okay.
change anything, in which case it's like, okay, maybe it was a flake. Or otherwise, it's like, okay, yeah, we just created a new token. Maybe we should take a look.
Okay. Does someone want to volunteer to open the issue on Undici to link it? Or if not, I can do it.
Let me see. Okay. Do you think, yeah, I can create one on the repo.
Okay.
This seemed to be related to this commit 2 weeks ago because they had that new workflow, and on those new workflows, they didn't add the permission at the top.
Okay.
Do you want to open the issue then if you have some extra context to add?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just like a link
Just
to that report, and then it sounds like you can point them. It's probably exactly because of this, right?
Okay.
Thanks.
okay. Uh, okay. So I was writing. Um, okay, I think that's it for the OpenSSF scorecard. So Thomas, you will take care of it. Um, okay, so now let's go to the 2024 initiative, issue 1255. Um, let me open that and post it in the chat. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We have at the moment we have 4 initiatives, which is permission model part two, automate. Wait, we have okay. So the issue it recaps the what I've done in 2023, which was the permission model, and it's still in progress. So it like that's something that I think it's going to continue for quite some time to work on the permission model. Then we have the automate dependencies that I've championed in 2023, and it has been concluded. So now we have assessment against best practices. I think Ulysses has done most of the work on this one, and we are almost very close to completion. I think it's on. We need to receive the gold badge, if I'm not mistaken. And late the end, we have the automate security release process, and that's something I'm currently working with Rafael. So for next year, I think we should find some new initiatives. As I proposed in the comments, I think that SBOM is something that I think it's important for the project, and also the build audit the build process. So if we want to recap, I think we have like for 2024 we would have permission model, SBOM, audit dependency build, like, and probably finish the assessment against best practices. I don't know if we want to include it in 2024 or not.
I think we could like consider that one. Like, is it done? Is it? I don't know. Maybe it's worth leaving in, right? Like just finish off, right?
Yeah. So I think we can like ask Ulysses when Ulysses in present,
Yeah.
what's the status on that one, and then we decide whether we consider it done or not, and then we can include it. So for now we have these three. So I will leave a comment saying, okay, these are the three that we have found so far.
I was
Um,
just typing if you want me to. This is what I was going to say based on the discussion, I think was like these ones. I'm going to paste them in the chat here. Where is the chat? Okay. It doesn't paste super well, but like I thought permission model, assessment against best practices, automate security releases, including SBOMs and Node.js, and audit and improving the build processes of dependencies, of dependencies.
So permission model, of course, assessment against best practices, automate security release, including SBOM, and audit. Yeah, I think I agree 100% with the list.
Okay. So yeah,
So
I'll paste that in the issue itself, but I see you've got them in the notes, so that's yeah.
okay, yeah. So let me add a note for next meeting. Discuss with Ulysses about the assessment against best practices, uh, like status. Okay. Um, okay, I think that we have more than enough initiatives for 2024. So I'm going to champion the security automate security release book, because that's what I've been already doing, and probably the SBOM one. I will keep working on that. So if people want to champion other initiatives, feel free to add yourself, like right under the issue and propose yourself.
Sure. Why don't we I'll just add that in the minutes here. So this is like Mark. I'm going to assume Raphael's on the permission model one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think also Rafael is helping on the automate security release process. I don't know if like he wants to like formally champion it, or we can do it together. We also have been starting to discuss to prepare a talk on the work that we've been doing on
Right.
the
Okay.
security release. Okay. Um, all right. Anything else on this topic? If not, I think we can move forward. So next issue, we have a proposed approach for build step independencies which are not make in a node, issue 1236. So this was the output that came from the deep dive that we had a few weeks ago. So there were proposed uh, few solutions. Maybe Michael, you want to?
Yeah, like
Uh,
I guess the basic principles is like we outlined them there. I think we went through them in an earlier meeting. So the real question is like, how do we figure out that everybody, enough people have looked at them and said like, hey, this sounds good? Because I can see the next step is to like, get broader feedback, right? And maybe I'd suggest like we can add an app mention to like at node.js security working group.
yeah.
Security, is it just security? No, security. Is there a WG gonna show up from this? Right. So I'll mention the security working group saying this has been on the agenda a few times. We'll assume there are no concerns / objections. We don't hear by next week and move to the next step of PRing I think like, the next step would be PRing the basic principles in somewhere in Node so we can see if that,
Yeah.
we get the broader the principles into Node.js.
And I also think that like the step after, like first we PR into Node
Yeah,
core, we get some like consensus that that's
yeah.
the direction that the project wants to move for, and then
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of deciding how to proceed with probably creating custom Docker images for our runners.
Right,
For the
exactly.
dependency
Like I think the
updates.
nice concrete step is to like start to build the container, figure out where to put it, and yeah. Okay, so I made
Yeah.
that thing, and I'll say like I said by next week, if we don't get any feedback, we'll PR in that we can get broader consensus, and then like you said, we've got some nice concrete things that people whoever has time can. I might even like
Okay.
volunteering. I might set up like a working time or something for interested people to get together and maybe work together on it or something like that would be a good way to move forward.
Okay, so let's say waiting for security feedback, uh, then moving on to collaborators and PRing principles. Okay, that will improve the wording.
Sounds
um,
good.
okay, I skipped the security initiative in December, fuzzing initiative. Um, do you have any update on fuzzing? I don't.
I don't think I'm not aware of any updates.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you think is the next step on this one?
Well,
Who
I
should
think
we?
sorry, like from my perspective, when we talked to the team that did the work, we'd asked to get the report into a HackerOne issue so that people could actually, so like I haven't actually seen the report.
Yes.
It was sent to a few people through email. The ask was that like we get it attached to a HackerOne. We had a discussion here, and they were, one of the team members was here. It was like, how do we get it to people, like to a broader group to be able to take a look at the report? Our best idea was like HackerOne is a place we know a good set of the people who should have access, and we can add people to specific reports. So like we could say, oh, and we'll give everybody on the security working group access to that specific issue, right? So, but that, as far as I know, that hasn't happened. I think Raphael did try and follow up with him on that, but we're still waiting for, the report to be shared in that way.
Okay. So waiting for follow up. Um, Okay. Maybe I'll ping Rafael.
Sure. Yeah. I know he's probably tried to ping them, but yeah, wouldn't hurt.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Also, I don't know what was the like. I know that this fuzzing job was something found like paid by the foundation, something that was um like financed by the foundation. So I don't know what's the deadline for this work, and so
I
like
suspect it's past.
okay.
Like they did the work, they generated a report, they did open a few things in HackerOne. So my guess is their work is finished on that particular piece. I know also like the foundation is, looking at doing more complete audits. I haven't been at the collaboration space meetings. That's maybe where, the plans there have been discussed, but I don't know what they are in terms of like a bigger audit or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, probably. Like I sometimes join. It's quite late for my time zone, but I will try to join and see if someone can provide more info on this. Okay. Um. So we have on our list we have issue 1159 audit. No, we have 1037, which is initiative for CI best practices for Node.js. Um, let's see if there is something new under the issue. Usually releases take care of it. Let's see. Okay, I don't see anything new in the issue, and Ulysses is not here, so we will just keep it. And let's see for the permission model issue 953 with the I think there is some issue with the formatting of the gen.
Yeah. Did I might have done that. No, that's yeah, I don't know what is this because 898, right? Okay, so this is
Um,
there.
yeah, probably we mixed the CI best. No, okay.
Like 898 is the permission model roadmap.
Oh, well, we mixed. We might have mixed um, fuzzing. Uh, yeah. Okay, there are some
Sorry,
issues.
I don't know what happened there, but that's this one.
Okay, also the fuzzing one seems to be broken.
There. Okay, I think I fixed that one. Permission model. And then is that I see. Maybe I was trying to put the line breaks in the right place, but I may have done them in the wrong place. Here, what? Go ahead, and I'm gonna try and fix
All
that up
right.
while I.
Okay. So we have the initiative for CI best practices. I think that Ulysses usually takes care of that. We talked about it in the um, security initiative for 2024. We'll see what's the status of it in the next security meeting and see how to move forward with that. And finally, we have the permission model roadmap. We open the issue. So yeah, I don't see anything new under the issue, and Rafael is not here, so I don't think we have any update on that video. Okay, so this was it for the agenda of today's meeting. If you want to add anything else, so I think I'm the only one joining the Collaborator Summit next week, right? Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to make it this time.
Okay.
I have the fear of missing out, but I'll try and join like some of them which are in, say, the afternoon, like that'll be my time zone. So if there is a remote access, although I know that generally doesn't work out, but I'll give it a shot if there's something there.
All right, so I think that was it for today's security meeting. And yeah, see you in 2 weeks. It was always a pleasure. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks.